Welcome back to WHS Bake Off. We are waiting for contestants to finish their 25-minute desserts challenge, and we are here to talk to Chef Madison about the merits and challenges of running your own restaurant.
Thanks for having me.
Let's see. So, what are some of your favorite things about running your restaurant and challenges maybe?
Some of my favorite things about running my restaurant is that I get to be my own boss. I get to experiment with different recipes and whatnot, and just kind of play around with it, and just show people what I love to do, which is to bake and cook.
Okay. Any challenges that we'd like to hear?
Well, besides the finances part of it, just dealing with different people's diet restrictions, and especially if they're allergic to something and they break out in hives. That's always a big problem.
Well, some of our foodies that are watching might not know what hives are, so we might have to explain a little bit about that.
Yeah, well, hives, that's a common name for it. Its scientific name is Urticaria, and hives can affect your trunk, thighs, arms, and basically just the big portions of exposed skin of your body.
Okay. Well, it's not really contagious?
No, it's not contagious. It's usually hereditary or triggered by different factors like sun, stress, if you're allergic to it, and if you take certain medicines, sometimes it causes hives to break out.
Okay. Well, is there like any restrictions, like clothing maybe too?
Yeah, sometimes if you wear tight clothing, the rubbing or friction can cause hives to break out. And hives usually affects 20% of the people in the U.S., and it's most commonly triggered in middle-aged women.
Well, that is stressful years. So we're back from a commercial break, and now I have some more questions about hives for Madison. If there's any symptoms that we should be aware of.
Symptoms of hives is basically just raised swelling or welts. They can be red or pink. They itch, sting, or hurt sometimes. They can occur in clusters or singularly, large or small. And sometimes they're what we call fixed hives, which is not like from an allergic reaction, but just from a trigger like the rubbing of the clothing or sunlight, and they occur in the same spot over and over again.
Okay, well, if hives can also occur anaphylactic shock, it can close the airways and lead for one to be short of breath. This is also can lead to death, which is very dangerous. Contestants should also be starting to put their finishing touches on their desserts. But other ways to screen for hives could be the IG skin tests, challenge test, or blood tests.
And with the skin tests, there's the ones that are on top that you just rub on, the intradermal. Treatments for hives also include, if you were to ever have one from allergic reaction, antihistamine, which are tablets that block the release of histamine underneath the skin from triggers. Also avoid aggravating factors like if it's caused by tight clothing or looser clothing so it doesn't rub. Stay cool because hives usually flare up in the warmer weather. And if sunlight causes your hives, wear sunscreen or just try to wear a hat or sunglasses just so that you have minimal sun exposure.
Okay. Hives and angioedema are common, and you may be at risk for hives if you've had them before. Other allergic reactions, a disorder associated with it like lupus, lymphoma, thyroid disease. Some hives can cause life-threatening swelling in your throat, the tongue, and possibly block airways.
Some other treatments for hives also include if you were going to take steroid tablets, change your diet, or actually clearing out the H. pylori infection that's sometimes in the lower abdomen. And also for hives, some research is going on right now that some different drugs are being awaiting approval by the FDA.
Well, I think we're closing down on the time limit for our bakers.
But up next on Wildcat Bake Wars is the judging of the desserts.